During an election year, Labor Day often marks the beginning of the presidential campaigns. And the way 2020 has run so far, if you thought 2016 was a zoo, this time around ought to be a jungle. Some people are still stoking pandemic panic. We have burning, looting, and murder in the name of social justice. Now some people are trying to fool around with the ballots. And this time around, the Jackass Party wants to put the Dem and dementia with its presidential campaign, while his running mate embodies much that the defund the police movement stands against. Now, I've already done videos on Biden's bumbling buffoonery when it comes to gun issues and Harris's autocratic inclinations, but this time I want to focus on the Democrat Party platform itself. The Dems issued a rambling 92-page document, sort of telling everybody what it is that they want them to think that they're about. Now, in regards to gun issues, they dedicated a mere 2 paragraphs to the issue and passing mention in a couple of other sentences. What the Dems want really isn't anything new. Universal background checks and storage laws, neither of which can really be enforced. Eliminating internet sales, which have never really been a big part of the problem. Closing imaginary loopholes. Enacting unconstitutional licensing requirements, and passing due process violating red flag laws. But what's really bothersome is what's not mentioned. Not once does the platform recognize gun ownership as the civil right that it is. In the entirety of the document, the platform mentions rights over 100 times in reference to things like reproductive rights, LGBT, OMG, WTF, BBQ rights, the rights of limited English speakers, the rights of Syrians, Venezuelans, Cubans, North Koreans, but a constitutionally enumerated right, not so much, apparently. While this has not been completely unheard of in Democratic Party platforms in the past 50 years, most of those at least have attempted to recognize gun ownership as some sort of right in some sort of way. Not this time, apparently. What's more, all of these policy goals are infringements on a civil right, but nowhere in the platform is expressed any concern for defending or preserving the right while pursuing these gun control goals. This is different from other platforms that the Democrat Party has published over the past 50 years, where gun control is promised alongside of at least some even half-hearted pledge to defend and preserve gun ownership as a right. But not here. The only time the platform does mention guns is to insinuate them as some sort of menace. Nothing about their role in keeping government in check, which they have done. Nothing about their defensive value, which has been demonstrated literally millions of times over, and nothing even about their value in hunting or other sporting purposes. This time, it seems that they have dropped all pretense of respecting gun ownership. And it only proves the Democrat Party's willingness to simply discard constitutionally enumerated civil rights for the sake of power and control. This alone should be enough for that remnant of liberty-loving liberals to walk away from that party. And for the rest of us to continue to support those who value our civil rights and liberties. All of them.